it out at the beginning. I'm not sure that it did happen. So tonight's agenda, I changed it a little bit. This was the last item on the list. And so basically what I did was I moved it to the beginning, and then I moved everything down because I wanted to go ahead and basically try to improve a little bit on the first 30 seconds of the video. If you guys don't know this, the first 30 seconds of the video are important. In order to get credit for a live event and get watch hours, a person had to watch a minimum of 30 seconds or make a comment or ask a question. If they just flipped your channel real quick, they probably would not give you any credit for doing anything. So it's important that they stay on for at least 30 seconds. So I've been trying to improve the beginning of the live show. And today I started with a short clip, which I may continue doing that or may improve upon that depending on what the outcome is. I still have some concern about the audio at the beginning of the show, of the live event. I'm having issue making sure that it's synced properly or having all the partners join us at the same time. Usually they've been struggling coming in and out, which is okay. Eventually we'll get everyone. Like right now, we seem to have the entire partner list put together, watching the video, and I appreciate those additional individuals that are watching the show. So I guess, again, the first 30 seconds, I try to improve with a clip. What I did, let me see if I can find it real quick. I have a playlist. I created a playlist. And in that playlist, basically, I just chose this one here that I have. I chose that one, and you could just kind of click on it, and you could play as many videos you like from that playlist by playing the individual one or by playing it all. So if you need to buy time as you develop your live event, that might be one particular way that you might be able to kind of get it started and having to fumble with the initial times that you need to get things lined up. Hopefully that is some help. I know it looks like it helped me, but I had to look at the live transmission, no, the recorded transmission, to see if it helped or any way, shape, or form. The second one, we're going to continue with yesterday's video. We're going to talk about the idea development. I'm going to show you a little clip, and then basically I'm going to talk about a couple of things that you're going to see. We developed the idea this when I was young versus when I was old, and the values that I hold at that point when I'm from this type of cultures versus another one, and with the premise that love is eternal. So if you look, when you look at this video, I'm sort of debating whether I post it tonight or not, because I'm still working on it. But I'm going to show you a couple of clips, and then we talk about it in some degree. And if I get a chance, I will decide tonight or tomorrow whether I post it or not. So here you go.
They say time matters. You are strength. But for Silas, was a 10-year-old Vietnam veteran. Time was a thief. It was the first time for 50 years. Silas good life. He had a career, and a routine that kept the ghost. But behind the stoic exterior of a man who survived the jungles of Southeast Asia was a hollow space, a silence that no amount of noise could fill. Most veterans come home and leave the war behind. But Silas left something else in Da Nang in 1972. He left a promise. He left a girl named Len. Today, we are going to ask a question most people are too afraid to answer. Can a heart truly stay faithful for half a century? And what happens when a man who has given up on hope finally decides to go looking for it? It happened on a Tuesday during a simple act of spring cleaning. Silas was moving boxers in the attic when he knocked over an old footlocker, one he hadn't opened since he was discharged. Inside, buried under his olive-drab fatigues, was a small silk scarf. It was the color of a summer sunset, smelling faintly of jasmine and age. As his fingers touched the fabric, the walls of his quiet Ohio home dissolved soothingly. It wasn't 2024, it was 1971. He could hear the rhythmic thwack-thwack of Huey helicopters. He could feel the stifling humidity, and he could see Lynn. She had given him that scarf the day before his unit moved out. "Come back for me," she had whispered, intended to. But the chaos of the fall of Saigon, the loss of records, and the...
If you look at this portion right here, both the individuals are young, and that's when the memory occurred. And this is the gentleman 50 years later thinking of that event that he never forgotten. So that's what I meant by exploring, young versus old in the video. And the other, let me see if I can find it real quick. And then at the end, this is the lady here. She's a lot older when this occurred. So this video explore over times the life of two different people. So hopefully that's one of the genre that we're looking at in the video. The second one was different culture. Obviously, you could tell the man is from the United States. And based on the information that we learned, the female person is from Vietnam. So towards the end of the video, or the concept of the video, is that love is eternal. That basically something that happened when you were very young will potentially, like a love event, will potentially stay with you for your entire life, and you may not forget it. And hopefully that's what we're trying to convey through the video. So hopefully when I post it, you guys come back and be able to see that. So let me go back to this portion right here. No, go back to the agenda. So these are the three elements that we talked about, and that's how we developed the video. Three different two different people, two different culture, and the love itself, centerpiece of this event, right? So hopefully I liked it. Hopefully you guys will like it too. The second topic in the idea development is the presentation portion. What are some of the editing that we did? We didn't edit this in heavily because we're sort of trying to do a demonstration of many of the elements that it takes to put things together. And I want to demonstrate it's called the curtain, comic strip view, emoji, drum overlay, and there are some other editing features that we added to the video after we created it last night, and wanted to kind of demonstrate that and show you how you find that on the Vinci Resolve. So let's go to the actual video. So in the actual video, the first one that we added was the curtain.
Year-old Vietnam veteran from Ohio. Time wasn't a thief. It was
So that's the first one. Some of the other ones, I don't know, that depends on what type of features you incorporate. Second one is the comic strip, and that's and I will show you how to do these after I show it to you on the video. I'll go to Vinci and I'll show you how you get those things. The second one was this right here that you see. This frame that you see there is like the video is being shown as part of a comic strip. And that's a feature you could just drag and drop in the area that you want to do it. And it would do that for a portion of the videos. You could do it for the entire video if you like, but if you see, we only did it for the portion that stops around right here. See, this is the last area where you could see the frame that we added, sort of to give it a different dimension about the video that you may kind of enjoy it. If you do, give us a comment. We kind of love to hear from you about that. The next one was, sorry, I just pressed the wrong button. Too many things open. Emojis, yeah, that's a good one. Sorry about this. Emojis. So I think I've shown the. Let me see. Right here. So we have more emojis in a couple of places. We didn't create movement with it, but we could have. We could have it come in and disappear. This portion of the video, there's some sadness to it when he's trying to remember the past and he's looking in the attic about some things that is bringing back some good memory of the past, but a sad memory of the moment. So we kind of try to demonstrate that for the use of emoji. We can have it drop in, drop out. We could have it circle around. We could do different things with that, and I will show you how to do that on DaVinci Resolve. If you don't know how to do it, if you do, or you have a better way, please let me know. The last one that I want to demonstrate is drum overlay. And once again, this one is, see if I can find it. It should be here. There you go. So this is sort of an overlay that you add to the video, and it kind of makes it look like you have a drone looking at the individuals, and it sort of gives it a different dimension. So if you play the video, it kind of stays fixed within the.
He stopped eating. The steaks were just about lost.
So it sort of, gives it, okay, well, you have the video, you have the video, you have an overlay, and it just shows you some of the capability that you could find with DaVinci Resolve. And this is just one of them. And I think that's the last feature that I wanted to demonstrate tonight. And then I'm going to go in and show you how to do those things. Yeah, drum overlay was the last one. So, and I'm going to pick a random video, basically. It's not the same because in reality, it wouldn't work the same if it was. So I'm going to see if I could demonstrate each of the features, how to do them in any video that you're editing. So this is just one that I picked. The first one, which was the curtain, I believe. You go to effects, you go to titles. Gotta click that open. You go to generators, I believe. Yeah, you go generator. So you get this thing called stage curtains. And what you do is you drag and you drop it anywhere you want to show that. And it says you want to show the beginning right here. And when you play it, I don't know what this is going to say, but this is a different video, so don't pay attention to the words. Oh, I can mute it. Can I mute it? Let me see. I don't know if I could, that's been muted or not, but Let's see. Let's see what happened.
This is a story that sounds completely made up, but it's based on real events.
So you see that basically what that does is kind of open and closes, and you could have that anywhere, but it doesn't have to be at the beginning. It could be here. It could be any area that you want to highlight, and you could put it in there, and basically it will do the opening. It's a way to bring attention to the portion of the video that you want, basically. So let me get rid of that because I didn't use it on that video. And the one good thing is if you don't like what's going on, just do undo and keep doing undo until you get rid of the feature that you don't want. Okay. That's one thing that I like about Vinci. It's really easy to fix your own mistake. And trust me, I make a lot of mistakes. So the next one that we talked about was comic strip. Let's see if I can find that one. Some a little more difficult to find, but I could search for it if I don't find it. I believe that was part of transition, part of effects, I think. What do I call it? You could search for any features that you cannot find right away. So I'm going to look for it one more time. If I don't find it, I'm going to search for it, and I'll show you how to do that. We're doing comic strip. I don't find it, so I go to search right here. A comic book. So that's basically this one here. You put it on the section of the video that you want to have that apply. Like you see that, how you highlighting that square, and I'll show you how to create the effect on that in a minute. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, it worked. So you see how we did that? You put a frame on that portion of the video, and it makes it look like a comic strip. Now, one thing that you may want to think about doing is, let's say, for example, you say, I don't want to do it. Let me undo, first of all, undo. Let's say you don't want to do the whole section of the video because I cut videos in pieces to allow me to do things related to add or delete or to kind of be able to add different features to it. So let's say I want to only own half of that. You could use the knife, the blade, and cut it, let's say, in half. And let's say you want to then deselect it by clicking the arrow. Let's say you only want to apply it to the second half of the video, not the first half. See, first half, second half. First half doesn't have anything, second half has it, right? So that's how you do that. Let me undo it again. Undo the cut, so you go back to the original one. Now, this is important here. If you search for something, right, you say, hey, what happened? You try to go to, for example, back to title or back to transition, you will find like it's blank. You say, like, what's going on? You have to click on the little X here, so you'll be able to see the rest of the features that are available for you, depending on what you're doing. The next item we talked about was emojis. Emojis is a little different. For emojis, you need a text box, and this is one right here that I have that we could use for title. For this one, you need like a regular text box. So in this one, I usually search for text. And you have to be on title, excuse me. And you see you have a common box. It's sort of like, it says, all that it says, if you go to it, it says custom text. So what you want to do, you want to get rid of the words. You could leave words in there if you like, but this is important. Then you press the window key on your computer and the period. and you get an emoji thing for you to select. You could select as many emojis as you like. And if you click here, you get more emoji, different kind of emojis for different kind of things that you may want to do. So what that does is when you're looking at the video, it doesn't show you anything, it just shows you the too many. Maybe it's too many. Shouldn't matter how many you have. There you go. Maybe I had too many in a row. So we're gonna do 3 hearts and sad face. Now, if this works, I'm gonna show you how to create some movement on it. Get rid of the box and go to video transition. And you could do, this didn't work for me last night, so we had to be careful. Let me double check. Yeah, and it's not, oh, here it is working, that one. Let me see if it goes out of the beginning too. Yeah, the beginning. Okay, so you see what happened now when you go through it. See the difference.
Leaving the military, one veteran found a pretty unusual way to help his fellow soldiers who were struggling.
I wanted to take only 2 for some reason. For whatever reason, they're not showing today. You see the 2 little dots here? Those are supposed to be the emojis. And it worked very well for me fine last night, but tonight it's just, I've been having a little difficulty on my computer the last couple of days. I'm going to have to take it into the shop.
Military, one veteran found a pretty unusual way to help his fellow soldiers who were
Look
struggling.
here.
What did he do? He decided to get stung by wasps on camera.
So basically,
Right.
what it
He filmed
does
himself
is,
getting attacked by all sorts of stinging insects.
what it does is kind of flips it in and flips it out. But for this program, it didn't work tonight, so my apologies on that. Sometimes things work for me, sometimes they don't. Tonight is one of those nights that some of these features are not working for whatever reason. Let's see if I could demonstrate the last item. I think it's the last item that I had on the list. The drum overlay. This time I'm just going to do a copy and paste to see if. I'm just undoing the work that I just did over here because I don't want to touch this video because it's already published. There you go, it's coming out. It should be coming out right now. You could do undo unlimited until you get rid of the things you don't like. See, you got rid of that. So I'm gonna look for drum overlay. Let's see if he finds it. Did you find it? Don't see it. Okay. It's part of the effects, I think. A, B, C, D. Drum overlay is this one here. I'm gonna use the same section over here. Let's see if you did it. There you go, it does. So if you go through it, you will get the same feature that you saw in the other video. It's like somebody's looking at it through a drone feature. So some people find that, oh, it's kind of cool. So it just gives it a different, instead of looking at a flat pic or video, you're able to add some overlays to it. And they have several here that you could try to play with and see which one. For example, this one is night vision. I haven't tried that one, so I'm going to show you that. See that? So you could kind of create different perspective on the videos you're going through. You go from the drone saying, oh, it's nice, and now you go to a night vision. So you are able to show that way. So these are called effects, and you'll find them, there are effects, and you'll find them here, and they give you a list. So each one of these, either you're doing a video transition, I haven't done audio, you got title, subtitle, generator, effects, and filters. You have a lot of different capabilities that you could use it. And by the way, Vinci is free, so you don't have to pay for it. So in case you want to, and it's not hard to learn. It's just a matter of just using it. I just keep using it. I've been using it for a couple of months now, and I really like it. And some of the video on the internet, on the YouTube, are pretty good as far as giving you additional information. I'm always learning something new. So I thought I'd pass that on to you guys tonight. So that takes care of the video development. Like I say, I try to post a video either tonight or tomorrow for sure. It's getting kind of late to post it tonight. I may schedule it tonight for it to be viewed tomorrow. That's probably what I'll do, depending on what time I finish this live show. Okay, so here we go. The next one is title SEO, an SEO. Title, I use VidIQ. If you guys remember from my video last night, the title that I selected for this video was based upon just sort of asking VidIQ to give me title ideas. So you could say, for example, let me see if I could find something that has some words. Let me see. See if I pick this one. Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't just pick any random thing. Content. I think this one has some words. So you go. So you pick the part of your description. You can, if you like, if you have one. If not, they could help you. Or you could pick a portion of your video, and you go to VidIQ, and you said title idea or titles ideas for, and you type the description in it. What happened here? And I'm not going to bore you with all the detail, but what it does, it kind of search based on SEO, and it gives you different ideas. I mean, I know that you could use Gemini and some other tools to do that, but VidIQ sort of looks at the SEO of video that were posted on YouTube, and it kind of gives you an idea. Excuse me. Oh. So look at the keywords. It is this title scores 62, live after military service. The volume is 4,439. I don't know what MO means. A value, so it must be videos, hopefully. I'm not sure what it means. But the competition appears to be low. There are 26 videos. It's in the month, meaning there were 434 divided by months. I don't know how many months that would be, but it gives you a number of 26. Maybe you could work it backwards. But what it's telling you is the competition is low for that title, something like that. And it gives you a score of 62. And you have a second one here that gives you a score of 61. So it does some math in relation to the SEO and the video that were posted during a period of time. So it kind of gives you an idea of what to do. And then now it gives you, here it gave me 8 different titles, this is score 96. And then as you see, it kind of goes down. You could select any of these that would apply to your video. Now, usually what I do is I choose the highest title. And if I'm able to do ABC testing, I go 96, 88, and 87. Or what I do is I keep the title that I started with because it's sort of like ingrained into my video. And then I use the other tools for A/B testing, excuse me. I'm still trying to see how that's helping me out, but at least I have the ability to show multiple views, multiple titles out of the same video in the hope that, it catches the eye of someone and they become a subscriber and they give me a like or something of that nature. So that's how we, how I developed the title. And then the same token, I could use the same thing and ask. They probably would have gave it to me. It's provide SEO. By expanding that, you also would do the same thing. Well, the reason why I like this is more ingrained to YouTube rather than a general like Gemini that might be looking at the entire internet. This one is actually doing some searches within YouTube, and it gives you certain keywords and it tells you the rating of it, how it rates as compared to other things. So you could choose that, and then it gives you a recommendation. So you have high priority, volume booster, niche, topical, and you could select these and add it to your video. And what that would do is it will kind of help the SEO find your video as you go through and give you a higher view count. That's the theory behind it. I've used it, so I'm not sure whether or not it's 100%, but because some YouTubers saying that doesn't matter anymore. I believe that it does. And if it's there and I have it available, I don't see why I should not use it. It's better than leaving your video blank, for me anyway. So, and as you can see, this is an example of what I was talking about. You have your title. I haven't done the A/B testing on that one. I'll show you. If you haven't done it, I'll show you how to do it. You pick the title that you started with. I like to keep the title that I start with normally. So you click here, it will give you your second option. And then I will select the highest one. And I make sure that it kind of makes sense for what I'm doing. Then for this one, I pick the second highest one. So this will make sense. So all these three actually make sense for me. So I set the test, and then basically right now your video has three different titles, if you will, and depending on how YouTube sends it out, will depend upon which title the person will look. You could probably do A/B testing also with your thumbnail, but this one does not give you the capability of doing that, but you can possibly do that. Or you could change it. You could come here and do a quick generation and change that thumbnail, or you could create a new concept, or you could start from a new frame. So capabilities that are available that you could use that. But this one is rated 85. I think it's pretty good, though you could kind of improve it if you like. And in my case, I'm gonna leave it as is. Let me go be sure that I save the data. Yeah, gotta save, otherwise you will lose it. So that's it for title development and SEO. The next step is streaming. And that's a little different. This is how you schedule that. So I have a video set up that I could stream. So I'm using new process. Yep, I'm using this right now. So let's see if I'm able to schedule a. Go back here. No, cancel. I may have to finish the stream and then go back and do it, but basically it's on. So live stream. Let me see. Yep, everything is fine. I don't want to mess with this thing because the other night I was doing some demonstration and I actually ended the video by mistake. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the scheduling on this demonstration at a different date, because we're almost getting to the end of the presentation. Now give me one more second. Okay, the last agenda item is the music feature Restreaming. I'm gonna be quiet. Let me know if you could hear the music in the background. Okay. Now that I got that, I could go here. So I just stopped the viewing on my computer so I could demonstrate what I'm talking about. So in here they have different kind of music genre that you could select, and I believe it will play on the background as you're speaking. So usually I have to add it after the streaming is over. This time I wanted to find out if the internal capability of Restream would permit that to happen. So hopefully it's not overpowering my conversation with you. I cannot 100% tell what's going on until I listen to the video tonight. But you have the capability there, as you see that. And then also what you're seeing on the background is a background that can be added to it. And basically you go to setting, I think it's setting. Yeah, you got virtual background right here. And you could select or deselect. They got more than one, I believe. Or you could do the blurring of the background. Let's see if that does that. Yeah, I think it does. You can not see the background at all. So this is another feature that you can select. And I'm gonna see if you could add new capabilities. New capability as we go along. Every time I add something new, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it's something that didn't work tonight, go ahead and let me know. Let me see if I could run down the things that we wanted to accomplish tonight. This is the agenda for tonight. So the last item, which is to improve the first 30 seconds of the intro, we decided to do that one first instead of last. And what I'm trying to do is, it takes a few minutes for all the elements of the live things, the live show, to come alive. So like you see sometimes on television, they play a little bit of music to be sure the guests, the speaker, and everybody else is on the right location. So I decided to do that for the first 30 seconds of the video. If you were here and you noticed that there was an issue now, please make a comment and let me know. I will check it out. As it will have to be tomorrow. Usually takes a little bit of time for it to perfect itself, and it gives me a video that I could actually at least play. I'll try to do it tonight, but I don't know that I'll be able to do that. So that was our first one. The second one was about the video development idea. And on that one, I didn't put all the sub-element on the agenda, but if you saw it here, we use a playlist to be able to schedule the audiovisual that we needed to see, so that we have a fairly easy transition from one element of the live show to another one. So that playlist helped us. I show you, it's part of YouTube. So if you guys don't know how to do it, leave me a comment, and I was really glad to do that. The second part of development was the different genre that we looked at. We look at genre, young versus old, different culture, and the basic concept that love is eternal. So that's what's throughout the video that we created, that we plan to publish. It's going to be tomorrow for sure. So look for it. It will be scheduled as a stream. And then we do some editing on Vinci Resolve. We show you how to create a curtains that opens in and out and allows you to sort of introduce a portion of the video that you want to call attention to. The other part that we did was the comic strip, sort of frame portion of the video, so you could kind of see it from a different perspective, like a frame item. And last but not least, we did emoji and drum overlay. And like I said, I show you not only here, but also through DaVinci Resolve, how to find most of these elements here where it says effect, including one that was not on the list, which was night vision. So those were the element there. Now, the second major element we wanted to demonstrate tonight was restreaming and having background music, which is, hopefully that's what you're listening to. The background, in the background is some easy listening music. Restreaming has a large selection that you could select from. I just chose this one at random. Hopefully it's something that you enjoy. Hopefully it did not ruin something else, because every time I fix something or create something new, something else sort of breaks. We'll have to see about that. And that's what we have for tonight. The agenda is complete. That being said, I'd like to say goodnight to you guys. And I'd like to ask you to leave us a like if you like the live show tonight. Also, to make a comment. Comments are important, and we're trying to have a higher engagement level with you. And remember, every clicks, every like, every subscription help our veterans get a meal. So the more you engage with us, the more we are able to receive funds from YouTube, the more food we're able to purchase to buy for the veterans. That being said, I'd like to say good night, and I'm going to try to terminate the video as soon as I find the right button. Let me see, I think I'm there now.